Hello friends, welcome to my channel ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today I will discuss another form of poetry, that is lyrics. In today's video I will discuss about its features: Elizabethan lyric, 17th century lyric, romantic lyric, Victorian lyric, modern lyric. So let us start with today's video. There are three main kinds of poetry: narrative, dramatic and lyrical. It is not always possible to make distinction between these three forms. For example, an epic poem can contain lyrical passage or lyrical poem can contain narrative parts, right? When we talk about lyrics, lyrics is considered to be amongst the earliest forms of poetry in the history of English literature. It is a very common kind of subjective poetry, and it is the most widely used as means of self-expression by the poet. It is almost unlimited in range and variety, and because of this why it is unlimited, because it may touch nearly all aspects of experiences of life, right? uh, a lyric, we can say, provides an opportunity to the poet to express his personal thoughts and feelings which he can't show otherwise in any other form in English literature, right? And it also provides the poet an opportunity to show how he can turn words into emotional outbursts that could be turned into music. In this lyrical poetry, the poet is free to address anything and is free to write in a way that it could be sung. Lyric poem is often short and non-narrative, but it keeps some elements of melody. It is a combination of lyric and poetry, where a piece of poetry is written as a lyric, right? In the ancient times, the word lyric was implied for any song which was meant to be sung with a special instrument. With the passage of time, this musical instrument was abundant, and this particular word lyric came to be known as any poem as means of self-expression, or any poem which express personal emotions and feelings of the poet. In this, the poet also presents a character in the first person to express his emotions. Next, these are four, we can say, characteristics or features of a lyric. For first is, every lyric deals with a single emotion. Then it has a musical quality. Then it has a simplicity as a prominent feature. It means lyric is to express internal feelings and emotions. Then we have intensity is also one of the important features, and then we have spontaneity, which is the backbone, we can say, of lyric. So let us start with first one, that is. Uh, every lyric deals with a single emotion. That is, this is one of the most important quality of lyric. It is usually stated in the very first line of the lyric, then the poet gives us the thoughts, then the concluding part is in the nature of a summary, right? Secondly, a lyric must have musical quality. It is musical quality which makes it the most popular and widely used form of poetry in the history of English literature. Every lyric is incomplete without the accompaniment of music. Next is simplicity, which is another prominent feature of lyric. Every lyric is composed in such a language that every person can understand it easily. Another important quality, we can say, lyric is a catharsis of emotion. Every poet tries his best to give vent to his feelings, internal feelings, emotions through a means of lyric. Then, as I've told you, intensity is another characteristic. Every lyric consists of such lines which reveal the intensity of the emotions of the authors. Then, spontaneity also plays an important role in the composition of lyric. It is, and if any lyric, there is a lyric which lacks in spontaneity, it may not be appealing to the readers as other lyrics, right? When we talk about Elizabethan lyric, lyrical poetry was very popular genre of poetry in the Elizabethan age. It is considered to be the most glorious age for the development of every poet, for the development of, sorry, every age, not for every poet, for the development of lyrical poetry. And we can say this genre was tried by every poet, and it was widely used not only by the poets, but dramatists like Shakespeare also used it in his plays. There are some features which differentiate Elizabethan poetry from 17th century lyric and other, we can say, modern lyrics. What are the characteristics? Elizabethan lyric is fine and free from impurities of traditional songs. The traditional songs used to be unrefined and coarse, but Elizabethan lyric is fine and free from these. Elizabethan lyric we can say is graceful, refined, and musical. Subjectivity lost its presence in the Elizabethan lyric, which and it lacks in spontaneity also, which is required for any good lyric, which is required for any, which is known as we can say backbone of a lyric. It lacks that spontaneity. Elizabethan lyric lacks that spontaneity. Then Elizabethan lyric is different from the romantic lyric in the sense that it is not the spontaneous overflow of emotions, right? And again, it is popular because of its musical quality and impersonality. We can also count impersonality as another characteristic of Elizabethan lyric. Then we have 17th century lyric, which is divided into three categories: metaphysical, religious, and Caroline. Metaphysical lyric is a kind of lyric written by metaphysical school of poets like John Donne. I have already videos on metaphysical poets and a video on John Donne. If you're interested, you can check those videos, right? When we talk about John Donne, he's considered to be the founder of metaphysical lyric. He has composed some of the best lyrics in his literary career. And 17th century lyric is different because it is detailed and elaborate lyric, right? It has an intellectual tone. And it is also difficult to understand because of its studs, because it is compact, because it has hard language, so it is difficult to understand. And in metaphysical lyric, we can say the poet is overwhelmed by an emotion. He put forwards arguments in favor of his subjects. For example, we have in Valediction Forbidding Morning by John Donne. In this poem, he puts forward arguments to prove his point, right? Here we also see fusion of thought and emotion in metaphysical poetry. And then any lyric written by Cavalier poets is called Cavalier lyric, and the Caroline lyric is characterized by sweetness, music, and melody. It almost touches the extreme heights of perfection. And these lyrics are highly artificial as it was the result of their intellect and not the product of their inner voice. And as the Quailier poets were courtiers, they mirrored the manners, tempers, mood, and indecency of the court of their age. Right? This Caroline age is already discussed, and through after that video, it will be very clear to you that these were courtiers and they mirrored the manners and indecency of the court of their age, and they were their poetry or lyric was a result of their intellect, not the product of their inner voice, right? Then we have romantic lyric, Victorian lyric, and modern lyric. When we talk about romantic lyric, we can say it occupies an eminent position in the history of English literature. It was Baby Shelley who took the romantic lyric to the pinnacle of glory, and his lyrics are marked with spontaneity and effortlessness. Romantic lyric, we can say it is a term which was coined by M.H. Abrams in his essay, Structure and Style in the Greater Romantic Lyric, right? And next is Victorian lyric, which has continued to be written in the Victorian age. And in this age, we have a number of lyric poets who wrote one of the best lyrics in the history of English literature. And Robert Browning is one of them who mostly wrote dramatic lyrics. He expresses his emotional feelings through these lyrics. And then how can we forget about Tennyson, who is a great artist with words, and his lyrics are characterized by verbal felicity of a high order, right? And when we talk about modern lyric, it dwells upon on almost every aspect of life, of human life, and with the vast expansion of ideas nowadays, the modern lyric has become the only means of communicating a message to the public. So friends, this is all about my today's video, that is about what is lyric and what are its features. And I hope you will like the content, and if you like it, please hit the like button for moral support. It will cost nothing to you. And share and subscribe my channel, and if you are new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. And thanks a lot for watching.